Hello and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Marte. I come from Norway and I love makeup, and today I'm very excited to be playing with the Old Soul palette from Glaminatrix Cosmetics that they sent me in PR. And this one actually launched yesterday, so it's very new, and it is just such a beautiful neutral palette, but it's also very deep and sultry, I feel like. And the shimmers, as you can see, are just so amazing. So I think this is a palette that most people would actually like. So let me do some swatches and this look here for you so you can see how this palette looks on the eye and on the skin. Now, before we get into the video properly with the swatches and everything, I do want to mention that this palette is apparently the first out of 12 in their archetype collection. And that is very interesting to me because they have like this whole concept. And I got this note here. I can show you and you can pause if you want to read it all. But basically it just says that there are different archetypes, and this one is the Old Soul. It says a little bit here about what that is, and every palette is going to come with a small coin, which I think is very interesting. It looks like this. It's just so beautiful when you look at it. Just look at that. Super like vintage and stylish. And on the back it says fragments of the self, and apparently they will be coming out with some sort of, I don't know if it's a box or something, but it's gonna be a sort of display for the coins, I think. So it will be interesting to see how that looks like, but at least that's a very interesting concept, I think, and it's very exciting that there will be 11 more palettes. So I'll first show you the palette close up, and then I'll show you the swatches, and then we'll get into this look that I created right here. And while I show you the swatches, I will just read what it says about the Old Soul that's on this note. Here you have the palette up close, and you can see just how beautiful all those shimmers are. They're very, I wouldn't say textured necessarily, I mean these two are, but very sparkly, so I love that. So now let me show you the swatches. The Old Soul, for the ones who feel deeply, love quietly, and see beauty where others don't. The Old Soul represents timeless hearts and thoughtful minds, the kind of people who were never meant to rush through life, but to feel it. For the look that I'm going to do, I really want to use these, at least this purple one. And I was thinking I would make like a sharp line with this one and blend it upwards. And I think I will use, maybe I'll use a mix of the pink and this one to neutralize it a little bit as like blending shades. And the shimmer I want to use, I mean, it's really hard to decide. I was thinking maybe Remnant, which is a little bit more pink toned, but also this one right here called Candlelight, just because it has that beautiful kind of champagne base. I just think it's so pretty. So I was thinking maybe I'll do those. I haven't decided if I'll do a halo eye or not. I was first thinking I would do like this on the inner part of the eye and this on the outer part, but I'm really feeling this purple, so at least that's what I'm gonna start with. Now before I do anything, I'm actually going to take the shade Linger, which is like that off-white shade, and I'm going to just use that right here under my brow because the base I'm using is the NARS one. I don't remember what it's called, but it's like their eye primer, and it's a bit yellow, so I just want to kind of get rid of that because it's a bit dark as well. And I do have all of my base makeup done apart from blush and highlighter. So now I'm taking E02 brush with the shade Echo, and I'm actually just gonna use this card here to line out my eyeliner because I already have my base makeup on. It's a little bit hard to do this on camera, but I'm going to hold it right here, and then I'm going to make sure that I saturate towards where the paper is, and then I'll just end up blending it upwards and also into the crease, of course. Because I have hooded eyes, I have to move my eye a little bit so that I make sure that I get into the crease. Although I could also go back in afterwards. And also I don't really see well now because I don't have glasses on, obviously, so the mirror is a bit far away, so I don't know how good this blend is looking. I feel like I might have blended it a bit too far out, but this is how it's looking. Super sultry. And yes, I would have tried to like not have it as far out, but it's definitely elongating my eyes, and I think it's gonna come together once I do the rest of the eye makeup. At least I hope so. But the question now is if I'll keep the inner parts very light. I think I'm just gonna keep it quite light, actually. I think that's gonna be really pretty with like a very dark outer eye and a very light and bright inner eye. Okay, so now we have both eyes done with the deepest shade here. I'm definitely gonna go back in afterwards and just make sure I have it saturated everywhere. But I'm going to take that same shade on a smaller brush. So I'm using the E04 brush from Glaminatrix. And I'm just going to place it here to kind of continue this line. And you can see I'm making it quite sharp like this, and then I'm going to blend it. And I think I'm just gonna go back in with that off-white shade Linger. And I'm going to place it here in the very inner corner. And just blend it upwards a bit. And I'm not really saturating the area with this because I do want to go in with the pink shade mixed with that neutral brown called Flicker. So for that, I think I'll have to go in with a different brush because I want to use this one a bit more with the purple shade, and I don't want to clean it off all the time. I'm just going to take a What's Up Beauty brush, and it is number R108. So I'll just dip into both the shade Kindred and Flicker, and I'll just go back and forth a little bit. So like this, twice, 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 twice. We will just see how that looks. So on the brush it looks quite peachy actually. I don't know if that's what I was going for. I don't know. Do I like this? Maybe I'll actually go in with a little bit of the gray. Yeah, I think this is just too peachy for what I wanted. Okay, let's do the same thing but with the white shade. Then maybe I'll use a little bit of the gray. Okay, that's more what I was looking for. So this is the pink and the white. Oh yes, that is exactly the color I wanted. Can you see that? It's just like this very pastel pink, but it's cool toned almost like this plum shade. That is nice. So I just added some lipstick. It's the What's Up Beauty Sophisticated in Lilac Lullaby. So I used it together with like a deeper purple lip liner and neutralized it a bit with this more, well, neutral lip liner. But to break up all of the purple that's going on, I want to use a little bit of this one for the outer parts of the lid, and then I'm going to use mostly this one and just blend them together. But I want this one to be like just a piece of warm golden shadow for the outer corner here. So that's my plan. And of course I'm going to use a little bit of my Glam glue, especially since these shadows are a little bit more on the drier side compared to their previous formulas, from what I could tell from the swatches. So I'm just gonna be quite fast now before the glue dries down. And then I'm gonna take the shade Fade with my finger here. Wow, it is just such a beautiful warm gold shade. It is so pretty. And I think this placement is fine. And then I'm going to take the shade Candlelight. Oh, it is just so beautiful. Wow. Oh my god, that is so pretty. I'm first going to just saturate the inner parts here before I start blending in with the golden shade, because I don't want to drag that golden shade too far towards the inner corner. But you can see I'm like dragging them a bit just so they will mix properly on the lid, and then I'm leaving the outer corner as it is. Wow, that is so pretty, so sultry. I love how it's looking. And that's basically it. I was thinking maybe I would use the golden shade here too. I'll just have to think it through a little bit, but I think it would be nice to have just a pop of shimmer here towards the inner corner. Oh, by the way, before that, I was also going to do or use one of these blushes. I don't know which one I will use. This is Kind, Nurture, and Tender. All of them are from Glaminatrix. What do you think? I feel like this one is going to just be a little bit too dark for me. I mean, they blend out really beautifully, but I'm gonna go for Nurture today, I think. I think that will be a really nice match. So that is the finished look. Just before I get into my thoughts about how the palette performed, I want to just mention quickly what I used of other kind of products for this look. So I did use Lilac Love, which is an eyeliner from Rude Cosmetics. They do the best waterline eyeliners to me. They just glide on without having to warm it up or anything. Before, so that is really nice. I did mention the blush I used, which is Nurture from Glaminatrix. It's really beautiful. And then I used, like a blast from the past, Star Surfer highlighter actually from Kaleidos makeup. It's just a really pink, beautiful highlighter, which I usually don't use highlighters anymore that are this sparkly, I guess, but it does really kind of blend out and buff into the skin really beautifully, so I do need to use those more. And I did also quickly mention this one, What's a Beauty, in, what was it called, Lilac Lullaby or something? Yeah, Lilac Lullaby, and I think it's so beautiful. I used it together with a Colored Raine lip liner that is sadly discontinued because Colored Raine doesn't exist as a brand anymore. And then I just used a neutral lip liner from Glam shop called Ombre. I think that was just the name of it, which is just a very basic neutral shade to kind of tone down a little bit the purple in the lip liner. So that's what I used from other products. Now, as for the palette, I am just really happy with how it performed. I think the purple that I used is just so stunning. It does look like a blackened purple and it blended out so well. I didn't necessarily even have to use a blending shade to blend it out, which is really impressive with such a dark shade, and purples are kind of known to be hard to use and formulate, I guess. But this one was just so nice, and I really liked blending together the pink with the lighter shade here for like the blending shade towards the inner corner. I think that it just fit very well with the purple, and the shimmers are just my perfect kind of formula because they're dry but sparkly and they're not like super dry. So I think you could have gotten away with using them without a glitter glue, but I do recommend a glitter glue just to make sure they stick and don't fall out and stuff like that. But another thing I do really like about these shimmers is that some of them might have duochrome shifts, but they all have like very special sparkles to them, so multicolored sparkles, not like the whole rainbow but some colors, and that just makes them a little bit more special while not being too much, because I know some people don't like multichromes that shift too much because it's a little bit challenging to mix or match with matte colors. So I think that's really beautiful and very glamorous. And yeah, I'm just so happy with this palette. I think this is maybe one of the palettes that remind me the most of their single shadows, which are some of my favorites and what made me fall in love with the brand Glaminatrix as a whole in the beginning. So I think that's really awesome, and I'm not sure if this, well, it is actually produced in China, I see, so it's not homemade, but I know that they do their own formulas and everything. So yeah, I'm just so happy that they have gotten the formula down now, because this formula is just top notch to me. I would love to hear your opinion about the color story and what you think about the palette. Would you plan to pick it up or not? Do you have already something similar? Anyway, I hope that this video was helpful in some kind of way. Oh, and before I forget, I do want to continue, because I mentioned like many videos ago that I want to do like matching my look with a perfume. So for this look I chose the, I don't know how to pronounce this, it's a Dutch brand or Belgian, I'm not sure, but Dries van Noten, and this is Soie Malak, I think. But it's a beautiful scent. I'll just leave the notes up here, and I think it's just so delicious, and it fits the purple colors of this look that I created, because it has black currant in it. Oh, it's just so good. I love it so much. It's like a gourmand, but also a little bit floral, I kind of think. But yeah, that's the one I chose for this look. And I just have this 25ml bottle of it because it's a super expensive scent. And this one was not that expensive. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and hopefully I will see you in my next one. Bye!